Hello friends, today we are going to learn about university bits. University bits are the group of authors studied in 16th to 18th century English literature. These authors are called as university bits. University wits. The term university wits are coined by George Sainsbury. He was a 19th century journalist and author. The university wits is a phrase used to name a group of late 16th century English playwrights and fountains. These are the authors of 16th century English literature. That is, in Elizabethan age, in the beginning of Elizabethan age, these writers were started writing tragedy, comedy. These are the genres of drama. Some history, pamphlets, and poetry. These literary genres, they started to write. These people were educated at the universities of Oxford or Cambridge, and who became popular secular writers. It was the earliest stage of the development of drama as a popular means of entertainment in public theaters and playhouses. So drama is a popular means of entertainment. People were used to see dramas in public theaters, and people also read various kind of dramas in Elizabethan era. The drama genre of the literature is highly popular in the Elizabethan era. What are the characteristics of the university wits? University wit is an Elizabethan group. That is in the reign of Queen Elizabeth I. This is Elizabethan group. Okay. Historian invent. Second characteristic is historian invent. They invent history. They wrote about history, various kind of histories. So they are called as historian invent. Third characteristic is student of Oxford and Cambridge. These authors were the student of Oxford and Cambridge. The most oldest universities in England. Next characteristic is pioneer of English drama. They found English drama. They started writing comedies, tragedies, tragicomedies, verse drama, all these kind of dramas. They started writing. Next characteristic is rival of Shakespeare. They oppose the writings of Shakespeare, or some kind of competition were in Shakespeare and these kind of writers, university wits. Educated Renaissance writers. These authors are highly educated in those days. Who are the members of university wits? These university wits included John Lilly, Thomas Kidd, George Peale, Robert Greene, Christopher Marlowe, Thomas Nash, and Thomas Lodge. These writers are called as university wits. What is the meaning of wit? Wit means a highly intelligent person, highly intelligent people. It's called as wit. How they write in their writings? See, there were fondness of heroic themes, such as the lives of great figures like Muhammad and Tamerlane. So these people wrote about heroic themes. They use heroic themes in their drama, like Muhammad and Tamerlane the Great. These kind of heroic figures they use. Historians, kings and queens, they use in their writings. Heroic themes needed heroic treatment, gratefulness and variety, splendid descriptions, long swelling speeches, the handling of violent, splendid descriptions, the handling of violent incidents and emotions. These qualities, excellent when held in restraint, only too often led to loudness and disorder. The style also was heroic. They used heroic style in their writing. The chief aim was to achieve strong and sounding lines, magnificent epithet, and powerful declamations. This again too led to abuse and their mere bombast, mounting and in the worst case to nonsense. In the best example, such as in Marlowe, the result is quite impressive. In this, connection, it is to be noted that the best medium of such expression was blank verse. They used blank verse, a kind of writing style in their dramas, which was sufficiently elastic to bear the strong pressure of these expensive methods. The themes were usually tragic in nature, for the dramatists were, as a rule, too much in earnest to give heed to what was considered to be the lower species of comedies. The general lack of real humor in the early drama, in one of its most prominent features, humor. They use humor in their writing. When it is brought into it all, it coarse and immature, almost the only representative of the writers of real comedies is John Lilly, who is such a place as Campaspe, Endymion, and The Woman in the Moon gives us the first example of romantic comedy. So these are the comedies written by John Lilly. What are these? Campaspe, Endymion, and The Woman in the Moon. These are the romantic comedies written by John Lilly. We are learning about John Lilly. John Lilly was an English writer, poet, dramatist, playwright, and politician, best known for his books, Wits, The Anatomy of Wit. This is the book written by John Lilly. Wits and His England. This is another kind of book written by John Lilly. Mannered literary style originating in his book is known as Euphuism. He born in 1553 in Canterbury, United Kingdom. He died in November 1606, London, United Kingdom. He completed his education in Magdalen College, Cambridge University, and Oxford University. He adopted prose as a medium for his expression. So he wrote in a prose style. His comedies, mythological plays, and allegorical plays are extremely witty in character, so highly intelligent. Some important plays by John Lilly. Campaspe in 1584, Endymion, The Man on the Moon in 1591, Sappho and Paho in 1584, Galatea in 1592, Midas 1592, The Woman on the Moon, Love's Metamorphosis, and Mother Bombay. Next university wit is Thomas Kidd. Thomas Kidd was an English playwright, the author of The Spanish Tragedy. Spanish Tragedy is a drama by Thomas Kidd. It is highly popular in those days and one of the most important figures in the development of Elizabethan drama. Thomas Kidd, born in November 6, 1558, London, United Kingdom. He died on August 15, 1594, London. His famous work is The Spanish Tragedy. Thomas Kidd is also included in this group, though he is not believed to have studied at the university. He never studied in the University of Oxford and University of Cambridge, but Instead of all this, he is included in the university wit. Next university wit is George Peale. George Peale was an English translator, poet, and dramatist who is the most noted for his supposed but not universally accepted collaboration with William Shakespeare on the play Titus Andronicus. He has collaborated with William Shakespeare for this play, that is Titus Andronicus. Titus Andronicus play is written by William Shakespeare with the collaboration of George Peale. George Peale was born on July 25th, 1556 in London. He died in November 9, 1596. He took his education in Pembroke College, Oxford, and Christ's Hospital. He has noted for his poetic style and decorative phrase. He left behind a pastoral, a romantic tragedy, a chronicle tragedy, a chronicle history, mystery plays, and romantic literary satire. Some plays by George Peale. The famous Chronicle of King Edward I in 1593, The Arraignment of Paris, The Old Wives' Tale in 1595, The Love of King David and Bathsheba in 1599, The Battle of Alcazar in 1594, The Device of Pageant in 1585, The Life and Death of Jack Straw. These are the works written by George Peale. Next university wit is Robert Greene. Robert Greene was an English dramatist and pamphleteer. He born in July 1558 in Norwich and died in 3rd September in 1592. He completed his education in Cambridge. His works, A Looking Glass for London and England, The Scottish History of James IV. He has written the history of James IV, King James IV. The Comical History of Alphonsus, King of Aragon. So he was basically a historian. Next university wit is Christopher Marlowe. Christopher Marlowe was an English playwright, poet, and translator of the Elizabethan era. He was born on 6th February 1564, Canterbury, United Kingdom. He died on 30th May 1593. He took his education in University of Cambridge and the King's School, Cambridge. Literary movement of the Elizabethan age is English Renaissance theatre. He took part in literary movement like English Renaissance theatre. The foremost Elizabethan tragedian of era. He is known as the Elizabethan tragedian of the era. He was so famous for his tragedies, greatly influenced William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare, who is influenced by Christopher Marlowe, and also wrote his tragedies like Christopher Marlowe. His plays are known for the use of blank verse in their overacting protagonist. Blank verse is the kind of writing style of the drama. Important plays by Christopher Marlowe. He has written the plays like Tamerlane the Great, his first play in 1590. The Jew of Malta, the first successful black comedy or the tragic comedy. The Massacre of Paris, the tragic history of the life and death of Dr. Faustus, and Hero and Leander. These are the tragedies written by Christopher Marlowe. Next is University wit is Thomas Nash. Thomas Nash is considered the greatest of the Elizabethan age. Elizabethan age pamphleteers. He was also a playwright, poet, and satirist. He was the son of Parson William Nash and Margaret. He was born on November 1567, Lowestoft, United Kingdom. He died on 1601 in Great Yarmouth, United Kingdom. He completed his education in St. John's College, Cambridge. Some important works by the author is Summer Last Will, The Terrors of the Night, Unfortunate Traveler, Christ Tears over Jerusalem, Dido, Queen of Carthage, The Isles of Dog. These are the drama written by the author. The next university wit is Thomas Lodge. Thomas Lodge was English physician and author during the Elizabethan and Jacobean period. He was born in 1558, London, in United Kingdom. He died in 1625 in London, United Kingdom. He took his education in Trinity College and Merchants Taylor School. He is known as Elizabethan poet, dramatist, satirist, pamphlet writer, and treatise and prose writer. Some works of Thomas Lodge: The Wounds of Civil War. This is kind of history. The Looking Glass for London and England. Rosalind, A Fierce Shadow. The Life and Death of William Longbeard in 1593. The Treatise of Plague in 1603. This is kind of history. written by Thomas Lodge, are depends of poetry, music, and stage plays. He has written several stage plays. So these are the university wits. These are highly intelligent authors during the age of Elizabeth I. These writers wrote various kind of dramas and gave the shape to the English Elizabethan English literature. Thank you.